Hello everyone, it's getting ready to go into the London session. Well, still got a couple hours yet, but it's 10 after 7 London time. On Tuesday, it's going to be Tuesday the 23rd coming up here in London. I'm still on Monday, Pacific Coast time, United States. So anyway, just wanted to go over a couple things that happened earlier. I'm just going over them. I missed them too. I wasn't near the computer, but I just want you to be able to recognize the formation and what to watch for as far as a break, and what to look for as far as maybe an entry point, and where to possibly place your stops. Anyway, we're here looking at our favorite here, the pound yen. This was going into Tokyo. Right here. This is after New York close, and well, this is around New York close, and then this is the quiet time after New York. But usually the trading tails off, especially after London closes. The volume from around the rest of the world slows down, and that's what this is here. It always starts to tighten up in a range, and this is what I normally refer to as a squeeze wedge, or a wedge that gets squeezed against a support line. Right here it was finding the support at the pivot line, which is 156.59, and then here we have the major cycle level minor cycle level of 56.50. You can see that a couple of the wicks came down and touched that. So what I normally like to look for on something like this is a break of that support, which is the purple daily pivot line. And then for a confirmation that it's going to hold is that it breaks under it and starts to find that as resistance. But since these are so close together, I like using the psych levels, especially on the pound yen. Just because the pivot is so close to this 56.50, I just wait for a break of that also. So just so this whole area becomes one big fat resistance line. So you want it to break support and then come back and have it show resistance, or if it just continues, or from watching the PA, if it looks like it's going to continue down, go ahead and hurry up and enter that trade. And then I'd put the stop up here, just above these last few candles. Keep it tight. That early in the day, especially in Tokyo, there's no sense taking a big loss. So that's just about a 30 pip zone right there to set your loss at. And these pound yen moves are usually good for at least 50 to 100 pips, and this one dropped 100 pips there in that 1 hour. From 56.50 to 55.50, didn't even slow down here at 56. But if you notice, that second candle bounced off of it and went up to the psych level of around 56, and then went back down again. And then here we go again, psych level 55.50. This holding tight right here. And then another breakdown. Now this 154.39 I drew sometime last week, and it's still holding up, as support right now. But it looks like it might want to break. It's been sitting heavy there, and it's trying to poke through. But as far as setups going into Tokyo, there really isn't anything exciting setting up. But anyway, there was this other move too. Of course, these move together pretty much. The euro yen, a lot of movement on the yen today. So luckily, the downward movement correlated with these. The downward movement on the euros also. But anyway, take a look at the consolidation wedge that formed. This didn't find a support level, but it did the actual consolidation squeeze and pop through right there. This is kind of a big gap right here. I don't know if I would wait for it to break the would have waited for it to break the pivot. It all depends on what that price action looks like going down. And then of course I would have probably taken the trade right in this area, which is around the 75 level, and probably put my stop up here around 33.10. And because at least the 33 level did hold here as resistance, so that's why I placed my stop right up in here, just to give it a little breathing room. And it just been slowly making a nice move down. I don't even have any. This was a new chart. I had to refresh my chart and had to draw all new lines, so I don't have any older lines drawn from last week. But it's just kind of found some support. I mean, resistance right around here, around the 3200 level. I mean, not 3200, 132 level, and just continued that move down. So I just wanted to point those out to you guys. Just, you know, something to look for. Just, I know I keep going over these same type of setups, but just want you to get a feel for them, what they look like, so you know what to watch for. And I just wanted to show you this from last night. There was a little bit of a consolidation wedge forming here on the odd last night. I didn't post it just because I don't trade the odd very often, because I don't like the fact that, you know, it's a commodity-based currency, and the currency prices can the commodity prices can sometimes throw things off. So, but you know, it's not a bad quick in and out trade when you can get it. But a little bit of a wedge was forming here. It did tighten up and started to tighten up on that candle there, and it did make a break. Especially I had this line drawn earlier in the week too, this 79.80, and once it broke that too, it just made a nice move. It's continuing to make a nice move, and the Kiwi also looks the same. And as far as going into the London session, we do have a range forming here on the CAD. Also have a range forming on the Swiss franc here. Got that around the 0882 area down to that 8045 level. I'm right in there. It's not making a squeeze or anything, but just trading in a range. Might be something to watch. Oh, excuse me. And that's about it. Euro's starting to want to range a little bit. It's finding a bottom here at 38.28, and finding that daily pivot as the resistance at the top. You know, it was kind of tight, now it's spreading out, kind of finding the range there. But as far as my usual setups, I really don't see much more than that, guys. Let me take a look at, yeah, nothing going on with the pound. Everything's just moving in one direction right now. And I don't like to jump on the middle of a move, because you never know when it's going to stop and want to turn around. Because this downtrend just started, you know, a few trading days ago. And yeah, I'm just not seeing anything right now. Maybe, you know, a break, or maybe watch for a retracement. But otherwise, that's about it, guys. So anyway, I just wanted to go over that. And you guys have a good night. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.